What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Smokepurpp. Now, I know what you're thinking, yadiiiigg, you hating on Smokepurpp again? Just wait a second and let me explain. Now, as you can see, a week or so ago now, I just took a while to make this video, Smokepurpp put this on his story, kind of implying that he is still signed to Cactus Jack Records, and I got a bunch of DMs from people saying, hey, is Purpp still signed to Travis, etc, asking me to clarify the situation. So, this video isn't meant to hate on Smokepurpp, rather, I just want to kind of clarify this situation because in this case, Purpp is kind of obfuscating the truth and making it seem like he's still associated and still signed to Travis when it's pretty clear that he isn't. So again, no hate, and you guys know me, I make videos like this pretty often. When an artist kind of lies and puts on a persona and a front to fans, I have to kind of call that out because that is dangerous. So let's get into it.
Like, look at me now, look at my stats, bitch, hold go wild. Feed these niggas, but these niggas my child. You wanna call life, hold me down. Try to stack breasts on the come your law. Fuck up the check, I don't care about the car. Ain't had no direction, young nigga was lost. Put on the gas, just gon' hit the exhaust. Push it, real good, put this pressure.
First of all, guys, if you guys don't follow your boy on Instagram, man, make sure to @yadiiiigg. I got a new post up right now. Make sure you go show your support and comment on it. Also, if you guys don't know, I just got another upload on No Jumper. This one here, I'm talking about Ian Connor's influence on people like Hardy, yadiiiigg, etc. Big thank you to Adam Housephone and Cam Girl again for this opportunity. Link will be in the description to check it out after this video, but let's get to it. So as I said, he posted this on his story, record labels Cactus Jack Records. Now, this might be me looking too deep into this, but if you guys remember my video where I kind of was a little harsh on Purpp, if I'm being honest, I said in that video that Travis signed him, then dropped him because he was trash, etc, and I think he saw that video and just wanted to kind of prove like, hey bro, Travis fucks with me, bro. I swear, dude, nobody can edit a Google search, bro. Like, come on, look, it says right here, Cactus Jack Records, Travis loves me, even though he hasn't collabed with me since 2017, and all evidence points towards me being off the label. Let's get on to the actual news, and let's break this down step by step. So in March 2017, Travis Scott launches his own label, Cactus Jack Records. You guys know about that. Then the news breaks that apparently Smokepurpp has signed, which you can see right here, Alamo Records Interscope. Keep that in mind, that is very important, has signed to Cactus Jack, and the news starts to circle on other websites that he's signed. Now, crucially, if you guys remember, this is when they dropped Fingers Blue with Travis Scott. An amazing song, mind you. I fucking love that song. Really good song. But anyway, after this is really where the confusion comes in from the fans, and this is why I made my other video on this, because, you know, a lot of people are asking, where is Travis Scott with Smokepurpp? We basically never saw them together again, and obviously as a bigger artist, if you sign the smaller artists, you want to work with them, build them up, kind of, you know, be that OG to help them out in the game, but clearly this wasn't the case, so a lot of people had questions, which as I said led to my other video. Now enter Sheck Wes and Don Toliver. Now off rip, it was very clear if Smokepurpp was signed at all to Cactus Jack, it was basically just a fun little side project for Travis, you know, a fresh cool little artist to have, but Sheck Wes and Don Toliver were like the real artists that he actually wanted to sign, because basically straight away we saw him embrace them way more. And Travis Scott didn't even try to hide this at all. It was so obvious to anyone who had true eyes that he didn't give a fuck about Purpp, and he actually cared about Sheck Wes and Don Toliver. Now, if you look at this, he took Sheck Wes and Toliver both on the big tour. Obviously, Smokepurpp wasn't there. Then furthermore, on the Astro album, he put Don Toliver on Can't Say, which as you guys know, and he also put Sheck Wes on No Bystanders. And that's before we even get to the Cactus Jack collaboration project, the first installment, where Smokepurpp obviously was a glaring omission, and both of them were all over the project. Now, if I just presented you with that evidence right there and not the actual credits and the label specifics, which I'm about to get into, you would probably think that A, Purpp was never signed to begin with, or he was dropped, or something like that, because it's pretty evident that Travis Scott didn't embrace him in the same way. But let's actually get to the credits. So first of all, we get to the credits for Fingers Blue, which as I said, was their first collaboration together. Now, as you can see right here, source Alamo Records /Interscope, which keep in mind, as I said over here, Alamo Records Interscope artist. That is very important to keep in mind. Also, the fact that Travis Scott is on this song, and this was the first song that got released after he got quote unquote signed, you would think this one would be on Cactus Jack if he was on there to begin with, but it's pretty evident he wasn't. Also, we get to drop another song off the same project, the same thing, Alamo Records /Interscope. Also, Dead Star, look down the bottom, Alamo Records Interscope. Also guys, just a quick reminder, if you haven't seen, I've just dropped 2 new merch pieces. We have one yadiiiigg merch piece and we have one Cardi merch piece. You can see them on screen right now. If you want to check them out, link will be in the description. and I've restocked my other merch as well, so check it out if you're interested. Now compare this to Don Toliver's credits where it clearly says Cactus Jack. That is because he's actually signed to the label, and if Smokepurpp was, it would say something in regards to Cactus Jack here, and I've gone through his recent releases as well, and none of them say Cactus Jack either. So as you can see right here, this story from Smokepurpp where he's trying to imply that he's still signed to Cactus Jack, or possibly that he ever was signed to Cactus Jack, even though, keep in mind, it is just a Google search. It's literally a screenshot of a Google search that anyone can change. So yeah, this is just completely false. There's literally no evidence to suggest this. Plus, on top of this, this is when we get to the Complex interview for Deadstar 2. Quote, despite initial reports, Smokepurpp is not signed to Cactus Jack. And keep in mind, a publicist for the label confirms to Complex. This isn't Smokepurpp saying this. This isn't Travis Scott. This is a publicist, someone whose literal job it is to work for Smokepurpp and tell other people information about him. So if that doesn't show you right there he isn't signed, I don't know what else does. So if I had no other evidence apart from this, I would say he isn't as well. And that's all from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I think after this video, I might call it off Purpp for a bit. You know, as I said, I am a big fan of him. Been listening to him since like 2016. But in cases like this, like, what am I meant to do? He's coming out and blatantly lying to his fans, so I kind of have to address it and set the record straight. Plus, if it is flopping or something, I'm going to be honest about it. And in the same way, if Tide Pen becomes a #1 hit, I'm also going to be honest. I hope that happens. Also, before we finish this video, shout out to Lil Poodle Boy, who was funny name by the way, who was the one who actually sent this through. Much appreciated. I said I was going to give him a shout out. Big shout out to him. Also, big shout out to everyone else who follows me over my Instagram, man. As I said, go show me some love at yadiiiigg. Make sure to. Don't know. Also, a reminder about another upload on a video. Link in the description. Go watch it right now after this video. Like, much love. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Shout out the live stream squad once again, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.